What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga, this time with volume 30. No, is it 30? Are we in the 30s? I can't remember, to be honest with you. 37, perhaps? I'll look at it in a minute, but just going to recap the last couple of chapters. Obviously, the standout from the last volume was definitely the spring Flowers of Distant Days, it's called. I thought that absolutely amazing chapters. Again, it's interesting that we got this kind of backstory for Guts so late in the game. We've obviously had backstory for Guts before, but it was a really nice addition to his character there, as well as an awesome addition of Chich to the story, who I don't think we'll be seeing again, but was absolutely phenomenal. We obviously saw Rika and Godo's daughter, or granddaughter, last chapters, which was really cool. Nice seeing them growing up a little bit here, getting helped out by Griffith's army, but I'm of course wondering how that interaction is going to go between Rika and Griffith, as I believe we did arrive at his kingdom. Nice showing by the hunter as well here. He was really cool, but yeah, I do wonder what's going to happen now. He arrived at his paradise of sorts, his kingdom that is protected from all these demons and supernatural beings by these crystal things that kind of lay outside his domain. Looking forward to seeing how that's going to go down. But yeah, do let me know what you guys think about this new volume in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. It is volume 38. So yeah, getting on a bit now, and this will mark the era of me doing 3 chapters per video, but again, only once a week. And hopefully the chapters do stay at an odd number, because if they don't, then that would just be annoying. But I've actually seen this cover artwork before, I believe. It's very nice, but yeah, I have seen it before somewhere. Very nice. Ah, look who it is again. Ah, they look slightly different than slightly different kind of style than. It almost looks a bit more like anime style. But yeah, slightly different style than we saw him in the last volume. Godo's daughter looks really cute here. Little Rika at the back there. And the definition of softness. if you touch him, it'd be like touching a dog. Looks soft. Probably a strange thing to say, but it does. Both look really cute here though. Love that. And as we see, oh, and these guys as well, look slightly different style. But what was I about to say? Oh yeah. As we've seen in the last few volumes, actually, like we used to have like a pretty demonic kind of image, and then a nicer one, but we're just having nice images now, which is good. I like the demonic ones as well, of course, but Lyra looks great here. It's probably the most detailed I've seen her drawn. And a little puck. Lovely. Got a couple of scarecrows in the back, as well as Shirka's hat on one. Or I think that's actually just Shirka. I think it's because the fucking leaves are the same color as her hair. I assume they just put a hat on something, but I think she's actually carrying her wand or staff, and that's just her hair that kind of looks a bit like a cabbage. Again, it always takes me by surprise that her hair is bright bloody green. And for some reason, I thought this was. I think that's actually pretty amazing. I thought this for some reason. I was like, why is there a kid Guts here? Why is Guts from his younger years here? But of course, it's a Cedro. Very reminiscent of younger Guts, though, isn't it? And a couple scarecrows and some pumpkins. Okay. See if we got any new character introductions here. I still a Griffith as well here, by the way, but yeah, we do have a couple new character things here, but just as last time, Rika is wrong. I'm not sure how you messed this up twice. I imagine the Japanese version's actually fine, but it's just a translation issue perhaps. But it's I keep forgetting his name. Apologies, but the handsome, the handsome captain of the seahorse. Not sure why I'm forgetting his name. Yes, they messed it up with his again. We've got a new one here, Erica, who replaces Isma's. A girl who was living with Godo. She was originally a war orphan. but she loves Godo like he's her actual father rather than adoptive. Currently, she's Rikat's companion. That's nice. Again, I've always called her Godo's daughter or granddaughter, but I guess that's not actually the case. That almost makes it a little bit cuter, honestly. Okay, got a little summary here. With help from the Mero, Guts' party has defeated the Sea God. Guts, on the verge of death as a result of drawing out the power of the Berserker armor, is rescued by the Mero and a mysterious luminous body. The party then follow as the Mero guide them to Elf Island. Meanwhile, on the mainland, Rika is rescued from danger by the reborn Band of the Hawk as he makes his way towards Falconia. Just taking care of some, I saw this in the last chapters, of course. Taking care of some goblins, whatever they're called, trolls. So, Fantasia arc, Elf Island chapters. So we've got 3, 6, 9, cool. So today we'll be covering City of Men, The Divine Right of Kings, and Pandemonium. Interesting. Then next week we'll be covering Bridge of Parting, Twilight Assassin, and Royal Capital in the Moonlight. That's also interesting, Moonlight. Obviously thinking about Moonlight Boy. And then Night Fight, Soaring Escape, and Landfall. So let's get straight into City of Men. We see a giant, oh god, a femto. Is that femto behind this giant hawk? No, it's just a soldier. Almost looked like it would have been femto, honestly. It looked like it had like wings, and structure up here looked quite demonic. Also, this symbol, I've seen a symbol like this plenty of times. I've seen like a Digimon based off this, like kind of like a circle thing with loads of wings around it. It must be some kind of religious symbol or something, because again, I've seen this a few times throughout my life. Don't know what it means though. Quite the intimidating sight. There's the Ganishka's veins, I guess I call them, branching up above. Lovely, isn't it? Lovely. I got another spread here. Look at this. Is this going to be like proper, like this is like the Roman Empire? Is that what's going on here? Is this like someone that resurrected the Roman Empire? We've got a new one. Will it end just as it did in real life though? Probably. This is an interesting little building. But yeah, loving the design of this place, honestly. So we've got a bit of a coliseum or something in the centre. Pretty sure what that is. Well, I don't think it is actually. I think that's like an entrance or an exit way or something. There's like a giant path in the middle here. It's very well structured. It's fantastic, doesn't it? Whoa, a whole castle could fit through this gate. Amazing. You lived in an incredible place like this, Rickard? Lucky you. No. General, what is all this? I can't blame you if you're used to the old capital, but it's not something I can explain. It's beyond my understanding as well. What happened to the world that day? In any case, this royal capital was reborn. It sure fucking was. There's that symbol again. Again, really loving the what do they call it? Almost said archaeological. What's the word for it? Something similar to that. Well, the design of the buildings and such, it all just looks fantastic, doesn't it? So much to look at. With the hawks overlooking everything as well. Oh no, those are double pages again? Jesus. We had a little break from them for a while. It looks like looks like the author's back at it again now. Surely that's just like even more work doing a double like this. I don't really know, but your dream. People everywhere. I've never seen so many people before. And they all look very happy, don't they? More pumpkins. Is there everyone in the country gathered here? Must be. These crowds are nothing like the old Wyndham. It's like the legendary city said to sleep beneath the capital has come back. Actually, that might be accurate. Well, we know that is. We know that's exactly what happened. Is Kushan soldiers here that have been reverted, I think? What are those? Ain't they Kushan? Well met, Sir Laban. It's good to see you back safe. Yeah, here's the main dude. The medium has delivered her oracle. A pack of trolls is supposed to attack some refugees near the eastern mountain pass. We're headed there now to rescue them. We Kushan owe the people of this land an immeasurable debt, so we have all dedicated our lives to serving our new master. See you again. Why did he just feel the need to say that? I know that's like helps give context to these characters here, but why did this guy just say that? All those scary Kushan, but hell now, they're... I've never seen one before. This is no time for people to fight each other. That's the truth. Again, this would seem like, from an outside perspective, this would seem like an absolute good, wouldn't it? What Griffith's doing right here would seem like an absolute great thing. Bringing humans together, bringing everyone together, having a safe place. It would feel like this guy's doing God's work. But again, we know better. We still know better. I've mentioned this plenty of times. I don't mind it because it is giving these people a decent life. It's giving them a bit of a saviour place. But who are you to bring about this place that is the saviour when you're one of the main reasons this happened? You kind of caused all this, and it's very much kind of manipulated to be this way. It's like, yeah, the piss taken out sense, and it's probably how a lot of things have gone in the real world. Government and high people in positions creating issues so that they can look like the hero and solve them and such, so they can be the heroes. Yeah, so very funny. I imagine that's maybe what they're poking fun at a bit here. Well, poking fun is probably the wrong word, but having a kind of commentary on perhaps a lot of real life situations like this. Here we are, the Refugee Bureau. We'll process your registrations here. After that, you'll be assigned temporary lodging. Your official residence will be situated near some guild, taking into account your wishes and abilities. We really appreciate all you've done for us. Rika, I have something to give you. Come with me. Here, it's a letter of recommendation for the blacksmith and craftsman guilds and the army. You performed admirably back there. Thank you. And this one is a pass into the castle. A recommendation for an audience. The hawk. Oh shit. Eh? I'll send word ahead. Drop by the castle tomorrow afternoon. So I wonder how that's going to go down. How's that going to... Yeah, wow, okay. We're already meeting Griffith. Jesus. Again, it's been some time since their last encounter on that hillside. Yeah, I wonder how this is going to go down, because Rico was very much in support of Griffith until Guts his actions and such. So I wonder what's going to go down here. You want to see Sir Griffith, don't you? Yes, I mean, of course. But when I see Griffith, here it is. We finally made it. All that time on the run just to have to wait in line, talk about a rough day. Now we can finally relax. Listen up, people. It's too soon to be sitting down. Oh crap, look who it is. Oh, I was not expecting to see her again. Forget her name, as I do with most people. Apologies. You guys know I'm terrible with names. I've explained myself plenty of times, but again, it's not something people value learning names and remembering names and such, but again, I much more value about knowing who a person is and what they're about, and yeah, it's just something I've never been too great at remembering a name. But yeah, it's this woman here from the Conviction arc, was it called? The whole Spanish kind of plague ongoings and such, and the human behemoth man. It's been a while since we've seen her, and she was very awesome in that arc. This reminds me of the sheep-looking girl though, who unfortunately did leave with her partner, and I'm pretty sure they both died. So the journey was perilous. I know you're exhausted, but on your feet just a little longer. Damn, this is really awesome to see though. I don't exactly recognise these girls, but I imagine they're slightly older looking versions of the girls we saw during that arc. Luca, that's the one. No wonder I don't remember that name. It's a very strange name for a woman. I'm Luca, and I'm in charge of this lodging. I've met a lot of boys named Luca. I used to have a friend named Luca, but I've never met a girl named Luca. If you're unsure of anything, feel free to ask one of us. I don't know about you guys, but this guy on the left is definitely giving me like cat vibes. He definitely looks like a cat. If anyone is sick or injured, speak up and we'll get you a doctor. Carriages go around back. I'm kind of pleasantly surprised to see her here, because it means she's safe and everything's good. But also, again, like I've been mentioning the whole time, it's a bit negative because she is under Griffith's domain, so that kind of sucks a bit. But very different situation than what we saw her in last time, so that's good to see, honestly. Rooms are basically assigned, one per family. Single people will have to share a room. Families with elderly members get priority for the first floor rooms. It won't be long until your residence is assigned. Until then, just behave and bear with the cramped conditions. She's really with it. And she won't take no for an answer. Stable's this way. Follow me. Stable? Uh-oh. New arrivals, Gramps. They're all yours. Who's Gramps then? Oh crap. This isn't who I think it is it? This isn't Ganishka's, the guy on the pterodactyl that we saw, is it? Is this him? Don't know. Very long beard. Ah, you can leave the animals to me. I think it is. Yeah, the fact that I think he's using magic here, I think it is him. What the hell? I guess he got kind of absorbed by Griffith as well. Because he just sorts the horses. Why'd the horses go on their own? Ah. And it's so intentional that this guy's looking like a cat, isn't it? That old guy can talk to animals. Really? Great. What was that roar? A monster. That's the thing. We are living amongst monsters here. Gramps. I know. Every single time horses go in, don't go near there. How many times have I told you? Those aren't food. You're not that old, man. You'll get eaten. Ugh. I'll bring you some fresh meat, so pipe down. What's in there exactly? Is that his pterodactyl? That's pterodactyl in there that he was riding on. Anyway, meet me in front of the gate after you've eaten. I'll take you somewhere nice. I've got public baths. Again, obviously I know this is a thing in Japan, but very Roman. This place is very Roman, isn't it? Oh wow, these are all baths? Hey, don't run or you'll slip. Ouch. Do you know, I've never really liked the idea of a public bath, honestly. I think in many cases it might actually be more hygienic than a private bath, but I don't know. I've never been in one, and I've obviously kind of bathed in public, like football, for example. The showers, everyone goes in the same showers. When you go swimming, a lot of the time it's like public showering. But I've never been to a public bath, and I can't. I've got a tattoo on my leg, so I can't go to a Japanese one or anything like that. But I've never really seen it as anything I want to do either, to be honest with you. It just doesn't seem hygienic. Again, like, as I said, it might even be more hygienic. I don't actually know. A lot of the time with things like this, it's kind of like, this is a weird analogy. Well, not even an analogy, but a weird comparison. It's like, you'd think of a prawn star, you'd think they'd be really, like, you wouldn't say unhygienic, but you'd think that they might be like festering, like STDs and such. But it's actually the complete opposite. They're actually maybe the most clean people, the people out there that get tested the most and are the cleanest in regards to diseases. Might be the exact same for public baths. Maybe not in these days, but nowadays I'm talking about. But even so, it just doesn't seem. You just much rather would just go in your own shower or go in your own bath, wouldn't you? Again, I obviously know back in these days it obviously wasn't available back then. Where did you guys come from? We were blacksmiths at a mine on the border until trolls appeared in the mountains. We moved to a nearby town for safety, but the town was attacked by an ogre, so we all escaped and came here. There was a rumour that in the capital a hero called the Hawk protected people from the monsters. Everyone half believed it, but one day all the children in town had the same dream about a shining hawk flying towards the capital. That's when we all decided to leave. Did you have it too? Yeah. Kind of a strange dream. It was like the hawk was guiding me. Even after we woke up, we all remembered it clearly. All the refugees who come here, they barely survived. Guided by the hawk of light. You girls too? Us? We endured a whole lot more. Burned out of our homes during the 100-Year War, dealt with famine and natural disaster. Ran from the Kushan, chased around by monsters too, and then finally, we arrived at the baths. Right. We were bone dry at mind and body, but now... Wait, the baths? You and your brother had it rough too. We're not brother and sister. I'd like to hear some details about that. Anyway. I've got to squish her between your boobs. No scary monsters will get you in this sea, so you can sleep easily tonight. But out in the backyard, there's that pterodactyl, isn't it? Or some kind of monster is hiding. They're hiding. Kind of reminds me of Shaun of the Dead. At the end of the Shaun of the Dead. Spoilers here, although that movie's been out like 20 years, so should have watched it by now. If you were going to watch it, you would have watched it by now. It kind of reminds me of when they keep, I think it's Ed, I think the name of him is. It's been a while since I watched. But yeah, they keep him as a zombie in the shed at the back. Play games with him at the end. Great movie. And then we see Rika here, looking very nicely at Godo's daughter. And then this look, or looking up at the capital, or the top of the castle here. Very serious face. But yeah, let's get straight into, well, we'll actually read some comments. Apologies, you might have noticed there's already been quite a few cuts in the video, just because I'm not feeling great today for whatever reason. Feeling a little bit ill. Whoops, went a bit too far there. But yeah, probably going to be quite a few cuts today. Bit annoying as well, because it's on the day where I start 3 chapters, but yeah, that's what it is. My voice might sound a bit funny as well, so apologies. Did Guts? I don't think Guts outright told Rika what happened. I think Rika assumed that it was all Griffith's sacrifice that caused all of the Bannerhawk to die, but I don't think Guts outright fully explained what happened, did he? Again, it's been a while, he might have, but I don't think that was the case. So it looks like it's Greek and Roman architecture, okay. Yeah, Falconia does seem too good to be true, doesn't it? But as I've said, it's obvious why, because it was manufactured to be this way. It was manufactured. The whole bad situation was manufactured by Griffith, so that this place would be the saviour. That makes perfect sense. Although, again, we can still see this. I think a lot of people can very much still see something bad coming in the future, but maybe not. A lot of people happy to see Luca back. Oh yeah, what did happen to that guy? Guy that was always like pestering her, having sex with her. Maybe he died. Okay, a lot of people happy to see Luca back. It was an unexpected return, wasn't it? But yeah, let's get into the second chapter for today, which is called The Divine Right of Kings. Should have taken a carriage. Sturdiness will only get you so far. It also didn't look as quite a long journey as it does from this angle, from how far away he was earlier, does it? I was gonna say, why is my also the scroller is ridiculously small right now. Imagine there's a lot of double pages to come here. Yeah, my taking a while to scroll there for a second, wasn't it? Getting some more kind of establishing shots here. Looks like we've got a load of guards and such at the top. I don't know why you'd need too many guards or anything, to be honest with you. Again, it's normal for, I think that's the thing, it's just normal for a kingdom and such to have like an army and whatever, isn't it? But it's like there's not many people that will oppose Griffith, is there? If anyone, and there's no one that really can. Like, even if they would, could they realistically do anything against Griffith and these people? Not a fucking chance. So it almost feels a bit unnecessary, but that goes into run the kingdom, doesn't it? Up there as well. A lot of wings, isn't there? Again, some amazing scenery here. Please, wait here briefly. This castle has a different That's the one architect. That's what I was looking for earlier. The castle has a different architectural style than the city below. Falconia. The Hawk City. The Hawk's Castle. As if it were ordered just for Griffith. Which is very interesting, isn't it? This is so falcon and wing based and such. But it's an ancient kind of city. It's almost like it was just there, like just waiting for him, wasn't it? I guess that's maybe what they say with like the current causality and such. I don't know. Could be talking nonsense. But it does seem way too specific. Like it was made for Griffith, even though again it's actually an ancient kind of city or whatever. There's nothing left of the old Wyndham Castle, where we spent so much of our time. It's all gone. Let's be real though. It's not, we had kind of fond memories of Wyndham Castle, but we also had Guts assassinating a child, Griffith getting locked up there and tortured. So it's not like we had the best of memories of Wyndham, is it? Let's be honest. It's not like it's a shame that the old Wyndham's gone, is it? To be honest with you, but even so, we had some lovely moments as well with Griffith and Guts and Casca, should I say? Sorry. There was still some good moments. Don't get me wrong, but like I said, it's not like it's a massive shame that the old Wyndham's gone. To be honest with you, I'm not mad about it. Sir Laban told me about you. I am Owen, head of Falconia's castle guard. Sir Owen. Oh, look who it is. Locus. That's the one. General Owen, you needn't have come in person, my lord. No need for formality. I wanted to show my respect for a unit commander of the old band of the Hawk, our kingdom's heroic saviours. I'll be your guide. Heroic? I just happened to be promoted because I was a veteran member. Then have you known the Hawk for a long time? Yes, sir. Ever since we were lowly bandits of the Hawk. Ha. I'd love to hear more about that. So what's Locust doing? Watching Little Rickert. The Hawk is in the middle of a ceremony. Your audience will have to wait for a bit. Ceremony? That's it there. Like a lot of funerals going on at once, or burials. What is this going on in the back here? It's like some kind of swinging incense or something. There's the classic logo with a rather interesting scene behind it. The eggs. I think that's like representation of the egg there, but these eggs behind it as well. Like a giant egg at the top. It's quite nice of Griffith, isn't it? And his respects to the dead. Yeah. Fucking joke, isn't it, honestly? This is such a... I don't know if you guys see it like this. It sounds bad, but Griffith don't give a fuck. This is all just fan service right here for the people of the Falconia, isn't it? He don't give a fuck about these people. As we saw with him giving up the band the Hawk, he doesn't even care about his own men that he had throughout all those years that he groomed. He didn't give a fuck about this. He don't give a fuck. I mean, that was when he had some emotions as well. Now he's again. I think I confuse emotions with humanity and such. I think someone spoke to me about that, but he's lost his humanity now, so it's like should be even less the case now. Yeah, his actions are doing more so in terms of having humanity. Horrible. O souls of the dead now gathered in the house of God. I suppose this guy hasn't kicked the bucket just yet. Children of fathers, children of mothers, when you make the blessed departure to be in God's presence, let it not be a part of the sorrow or pity. There's a better look at this image right here. I think these are clouds actually, aren't they? I think that is another giant egg behind. So here was the initial egg, and they've added a new egg, the egg of kind of rebirth, that kind of caused all this. Makes perfect sense really, doesn't it? The egg, the hellet that birthed Griffith and the hawk to rise up, and then the egg behind him that created all this. Also, what an extravagant hat this is. God damn. That must weigh a lot. It's bigger than its actual head. What is this? Ah, there she is. A funeral. Relatives are saying their final farewells to those who died en route to the capital, and to the soldiers who died escorting them. The bodies of all who die en route to Falconia temporarily lie in a state in this castle. Exceptional treatment for the common subjects. Her Highness Princess Charlotte also attends the services. And His Holiness the Pontiff is here. While it is a mass funeral, the highest ranking priest of the Holy See performs the ceremony personally. But, most importantly, this guy don't give a fuck. Why is this most importantly? Least importantly. What you should actually be saying here. And there's the... Damn, she's all dripped out as well. There's the medium of the hawk right here. So she actually does an amazing job, honestly. This makes me like her even more, actually, hearing earlier on last chapter that she actually sends out these messages to help save people. I think that's actually very commendable. Griffith? What? I know how you feel, but for now, restraint. I'm sorry, I just... Watch. Is he gonna eat them? Is he gonna eat them? I don't know why I'm getting that vibe. He's gonna eat them in front of everyone. Like, it's absolutely normal. We did see something similar to this a little while ago with Griffith, though, right? Spirits of the dead. Is that a new thing of his sword right there? That was quite so extravagant, was it? As he sends the souls off. Look at them. All arriving to their families and such. Again, you'd be like, wow, this is amazing. This is so nice of them. But what I'm seeing is, it's like he's almost playing with them. It's like, yes, I could control your dead. It's probably not like that. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm probably in a minority thinking this, and it's probably not right me thinking this, but I just feel like it's again just all service, just like an act, just like, yes, I can play with the dead and show you the dead. Not sure what good this does you. I will continue to try and make a good impression. And have you all follow me to your deaths. But again, as like one of these people, you could see this as being a very beautiful act, couldn't you? But like I said, as an audience, I think we still know a bit better. What is that? That is the other side of death. The people are now witnessing what lies beyond the edge of this life. Ah, Sir Lucas. This night, I can tell he isn't human. For them, this is more significant than the spirit world overflowing into this world and driving people from their lands. Understandably so. Again, I'm loving the get up for the Oracle here. Death is not an end. The self continues to exist beyond it, which means things like heaven and hell might also exist. Being confronted with death calls people's lives into question. Sonia. Yep, I'm on it. Those who can't make out the spirit's words come forward. The Hawk's medium will convey them to you. Do you know the phrase, divine right of kings? Divine right of kings. The throne is something bestowed by the hand of God. Therefore none must violate it. A high spiritual rank links a legitimate king to the land, building the realm to prosperity. And it's a theme that often occurs in myths and legends. Many royal families claim it to be true in their case. However, 100 stories and an entire doctrine lose their power when presented with that spectacle. Okay. I think that was the end of the chapter. That was ridiculously short, right? That wasn't just because of the double pages. This was just really short, wasn't it? I'm hoping I'm not lagging while I'm recording this, because it looks... I don't think I am. I don't know what's going on today, but the pages on fucking Google Chrome are taking ages to do anything. Look at this. I'm still on a scroller for whatever reason here. I'm not sure what's taken so long. But this is not helping me, because I've already cut the video about 10 times. Look at bloody sneezing. I don't know what's going on here. We'll reload it quickly. What's going on? Yeah, it was 15 pages. Why was this so short? We had some doubles. But this was just a short chapter, right? Okay, we'll read some comments, and then I'm actually going to go on a break, which obviously is not going to be a break for you guys, but I'm going to go on a break because, again, I just keep sneezing every 5 fucking minutes. I'm going to go get some fresh air and hopefully feel a bit better. But I will read some comments before I do that, and hopefully I won't have to cut the final chapters today. Yeah, I also agree with this person, though. I feel like, again, there's been anime adaptations that have been decent. That the movies are decent. The OG anime was pretty good, but it's just like, it would be impossible, really. Like, the artwork is just like, how could you live up to this artwork? Yeah, I feel like Madhouse might be able to do a decent job. Sir Owen does look a little like Far East, doesn't he? Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Super ironic seeing all this when you know what he done to achieve this. He must face consequences. Yeah, that is another thing, isn't it? What's going on that we haven't seen? What's going on around the world that we hear about a lot, about the world being a very different place now? What's going on that he caused that we haven't seen? A whole lot of fucked up shit, you gotta imagine. Whole lot of fucked up shit, whole lot of death. And even worse in some cases. Again, this person is not used to seeing Griffith help millions of people. I wouldn't say it's millions right now, but I'd actually say he's causing harm to millions of people with, again, his actions that led to this. With the whole overlapping of the astral world and such. There are probably millions of people suffering because of him, for sure. Like, what is this? Like, This person said, I'm still not used to Griffith helping millions of people and basically fulfilling all their needs, and then seeing him get cussed the fuck out of the comments. For good reason! Why does that comment have so many likes? For good reason, honestly. Again, what led to this? It's one of those things of does the outcome outweigh the kind of cause and what created that outcome? For me, in a lot of cases, no, but sometimes it is. Again, there's always exceptions. But think, like, he sacrificed the whole band of the Hawk. He's now overlapped the astral world with the human world, and yes, he's put on the front of saving and helping and being a savior to people and helping people be the hero. But like I just said, think of all the people out there and that used to live on islands like Isma did and places like that, where it's now just become flooded with all these mythical and legendary creatures and such. Interesting. It does actually say how many images are on the top right. I never noticed that before. Huh. So you can actually tell the length of the chapter before it. Sorry guys, as I said, I'm pretty damn ill. So you can actually see how many images are on each chapter. And there was 16 on that one. 19, 22. So I think the average is about 20 odd. Looks like the average is about 24. There was 16 in that last chapter we read, so it wasn't me just tripping. That was a very short chapter. But again, on the topic of this comment here, I don't get this. I can understand why I could understand more you saying this as a person in Berserk who's been saved by Griffith, and one of these people maybe mourning their dead and seeing their dead come back to life and living here. I could understand if you said this being one of these people, but as a viewer, surely you should know that all that's happened to what we've seen, and then realize what's happened that we're not seeing as well. Like, millions of people, he's not helping millions of people, he's probably helping hundreds of thousands of people, but what he is doing is probably killing millions of people to achieve this. Crazy. You can't ever really be on Griffith's side, even though he is doing good here, to be honest. Yeah, Griffith actually sends all these souls to the black hole after reuniting them with their families one last time. I'm not sure what actually happens to them, but I can't imagine it's anything nice where these souls go. Oh, jeez. It's very much right to see all these people hating on Griffith, honestly. Very much right. It's not right if you see people defending him, honestly. But yep, that's it for that chapter. We'll move into the next one. Again, I'm going to have a little break, so hopefully there won't be as many cuts. But we'll get straight into Pandemonium. I'm back from my break, and we'll get into the final chapter for today, which is usual length, 23 images, so not nearly as short as the last chapter. Let's see what we got here. More flying dead people. A solemn spectacle, like some religious painting. The divine rights of kings. It would take some time for the ceremony to end. So Owen, if you don't mind, I'd like to borrow him for a bit. There's something I wish to tell him in private, as he was of the old band of the Hawk. Scary. Locus is a bit of an intimidating person in general, just from his look, honestly. It would intimidate me. So, yeah, should be interesting. So you heard about him. I wouldn't mind that. But, General Owen, what is it? A thief seems to have broken into the castle. 2 guards were discovered unconscious. A thief? In this castle? Yeah, you wouldn't really expect that, would you? You wouldn't expect this place to have people that thief and such, but I guess thieves and such are everywhere, aren't they? I apologise, Rickert. As you heard, I must go. Yes, sir. Sir Lucas, please take charge of him. Well then, let's go. You were once of the Hawk's feathers. There's something of which you really ought to be aware. Something regarding the present Hawk of Light. Interesting. What is he gonna say here? Interesting. Very interesting. What the fuck is this? So there's Locust and Rickert there, I'm guessing. What the hell is this? What is that? The common soldiers seem too scared to go near it. Pandemonium. So this is Pandemonium, okay. The Den of the War Demons. Orc of the Light's bodyguards. Oh, so this is where this is like their chilling spot. We saw in Griffith's army earlier on in the series, he had those kind of factions, and thought the demons would be like in the forest and such. So this is just their chilling place, I guess. Okay. War demons? It seems you know of them. Your name is Rickert, yes? Tell me, why did you request an audience with the Hawk? Eh? For nothing more than to renew an old friendship? To try to gain a patron to help establish you in this city? Both those things? Or perhaps to question him about what happened beneath the black sun of abstract time? How did you... It's a simple deduction. As I said earlier, I'm pretty sure the actual details weren't fully explained to Rickert, were they? So I'm guessing that's what he wants here. A feather of the former band of the Hawk lacks the scent of the brand, which means for some reason you were spared the ceremony of abstract time. That was just purely coincidental, but in this universe with the current of causality and such, is there anything that's incidental? Is the question? I don't think so. So, that's interesting, isn't it? It's only natural you would want to ask what happened that day, and where your comrades vanished to. I already know the answer to that. Guts told me. That day on the Hill of Swords. Oh, and do you wish to hear that answer from the Hawk himself, delivered in a tone of remorse? But to me, your eyes at least don't seem to be tainted with hatred. You could never really hate Griffith. True. True. Very well read here, Locus. Reading Rickert like an absolute book. And this is funny, isn't it? The egg this time with some more demonic wings, rather than the pure light wings that get shown to the public and such. Much more fitting wings here, behind the eggs. There is a great difference between knowing and experiencing. Jesus, really does look like the gates of hell, doesn't it? Whether you ask or ask not, first you ought to see them. These who are the Hawk of Lights, beak and talons. Oh shit. What an amazing segue this is. As we're about to open those gates, we open the fucking door to the door to the stables where whatever creature's lurking in there, and it just ends up being the old man. A little jump scare. That would be an amazing scene in like an anime or a movie or something. Great transition right there. Hey, you damn kids! I told you don't come near here. That's just kids for you. Oh, is that a Seadro we see in the Oh yeah. This kid looks a little bit like a Seadro. What I'm trying to say here, but that's just kids for you, isn't it? Look at this fucker. A lot of charm in here, isn't there? Weird old beardy. Yeah. Dang it, you really want to get eaten, huh? Ugh. Blasted knee. I'd sooner just float. You okay, old beardy? That's his name, hey? Old beardy. He has got an old beard, so You're a new arrival from yesterday. I'm Erica. It's nice of her to stop and help him though, isn't it? I bet you plan to sneak into the barn while I can't move. I hadn't thought of that. Oh no, you don't. Watch. Okay. Oi. Ah! Oh man, now she'll be stuck helping him all day. Caught you, girl. Now do whatever I want. Oh, so he's like cast a spell on her to like, not possess her exactly, but have her work for him. Get on now. Get to work. Wow. What is this? It's kind of fun. Ooh, all done. Good job. Perhaps this is just natural considering Godo's left and Rika was her companion, but he looked after her, but this is probably much more of a father figure for her, perhaps. Oh, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that, to be honest with you. I think that's a good direction things are going, honestly. Well, girl, if you're sick of this, never go near that barn again. Oh, come on. This is fun. You're a stubborn one. The other kids gave up after I worked them this hard. That's because I'm a blacksmith's daughter. Hard work is what I do. Wow, have it your way. Makes things easier for me. Oh, right. Wait right here. I think this is the box. Ah, found it. Ah, nice little mechanic. Ooh. Was this like just in case? Just in case Guts lost a leg. We'll make this just in case. Something we had just stored away, prepared for later, as they say in cooking shows. I have this one prepared already. That's really nice, though, isn't it? Oh my! Bionic leg. Let's see. What is it? Do this with this. There. Try standing, old beardy. Huh. That's a fine thing. What always scares me about things like these are though, like because they use a lot of power to like move. What if someone like pops out of place and like stabs you? It's gonna hurt. Well done, girl. Hey, Gramps, what's that all about? Luca, if your injury isn't fully healed, you should say so. Otherwise, this is manual labour. Mind your own business. This is just joint pain that comes with old age. It's no big deal. What an array of characters I was not expecting to see today, though. Ganishka's follower, Godo's daughter, and fucking Luca. Like, what an array of characters I did not expect to see today. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, there's some nice vibes, isn't it? This is unusual, though. You letting someone get close to you? Huh. This one's just pushy as all. Even so, that's one great contraption. Is it yours, Erica? Eh, Rika made it. Rika would make just about anything. Like explosives and repeating bow guns and lots more. It's thanks to those we managed to get here. We made that supportive device for my dad when his legs got weak. Ah, okay. Makes sense. Where is your dad? He died a long time ago. Daddy was an amazing blacksmith too. He made this one sword so huge, it was bigger than a person. Oh, I was going to say, I wonder if these two recognise that. They should. A sword bigger than a person? No one could wield such a thing. It'd be totally useless. Oh, it can be wielded. Maybe it could be done. Yes, maybe. Somebody did do it. Huh? Are they finally getting to realise who wielded it? Oh wow. Wow, so I was kind of right earlier. I said that there was like a Colosseum, but it wasn't actually a Colosseum that we saw. But it looks like we've got a Colosseum for fucking demon fights here. Holy shit. That is awesome, isn't it? Holy shit. That is awesome. I like this a lot. Demons and supernatural beings can go at it against each other. We've got what's this guy's name again? Borkov, that's the one. Borkov, front and center. I love this little guy on top of him here. So cute. I like his design a lot in general. It's not actually that scary. It's just really cool. But yeah, it looks like we've got a kind of battle arena coliseum here that the monsters can go at it. Honestly, I think this is actually a really good idea, and obviously leads to some amazing artwork, I imagine. As we see here with a giant troll taking on Borkov. Again, I just love this little guy here. Looks so cool. And yeah, we've got a bunch of demons in the back, loving it. Oh, there's the skeleton of another giant troll, I believe. Ogre, that's the one. These ones are ogres. They birth the trolls, I think. Honestly, again, this is pretty fucking awesome. What is this? These are the war demons. They are generally speaking. They are genuinely speaking combative. They are generally speaking combative. Captured monsters are brought. So that, I was gonna say, I think it's actually more the case that they capture these kind of supernatural beings and bring them here, then just kill them in this method. Captured monsters are brought into the castle, and they thus devote themselves day and night to combat training. Or so the story goes. Chances are, they're all just hungry for blood and slaughter. Yeah, it must be tough on them, considering all the actions of Griffith and such lately. They do get their chances, but they're having to kind of scale down and keep things and kind of work with humans and such, aren't they? So, oh no. Borkov. Can't let Borkov die like this. Look at that! Korv. Oh man. I like Borkov. We can't have Borkov die. Look at his cute little face. Let's go. He's a huge old battering ram, he is. Let's go, Borkov. Batter him. Go. Oh, god damn. Got a chunk out of him right there. Let's go. Eat those guts. It's like a scene out of hell. It's these supernatural soldiers who are the Hawk of Light's beak and talons. In exchange for these monsters, Griffith took the band of the Hawk, and they're human. Originally human. These are those refashioned by causality and extraordinary obsession. These are apostles. Were the Hawk of Light not leading them, they'd simply indulge in their own desires, doing nothing but harm to the world of men. It's quite ironic that, isn't it? Because you could almost say the same about the people that Griffith took in the first place. It's quite similar in an aspect. Don't get me wrong, they wouldn't be demons, but they'd probably be doing some criminal activities and kind of stealing and looting, and they were put into a good cause, which is Griffith's cause in the Band of the Hawk. And you could say the same about the demons here in a way, couldn't you? Again, nowhere near as bad, but yeah. You could see it as quite a good thing Griffith's doing for these guys, giving them a cause, but that cause is not a great one, is it? Doing nothing but harm to the world of men, beasts to be simply shunned, feared, and detested. But the Hawk of Light forged them together into a sword. He made them walk with men, compelling them to guard beasts for their world. He gave even brutes like us a place where we belong. Again, sounds very familiar. And you must have seen it in this new world. Even if war is inescapable, men no longer fight other men. They only wield the sword to protect mankind. Even if death is inescapable, people no longer fear death. They see for themselves that the soul is immortal. No great king in history has ever been able to achieve this. An incisive utopia. That is the land of the Hawk of the Light. That is the land the Hawk of the Light brings about for mankind. Falconia. Again, you could. I wouldn't blame someone for having a very positive view of all this. There is major positives, like we just heard here, for demons, for humans. It's better for everyone. But again, what caused this? What's happening around the world not in Falconia that was caused by Griffith? And yeah, just like there's, you just always got to think back. As good as all this is, as amazing as this all seems, and you've got to think back as to where did this come from? It came from death and sacrifice and what was the word? Grooming. But yeah, good couple chapters today, weren't they? Really awesome stuff here again, and lots of characters I wasn't expecting to see. Loving the look into Falconia, amazing place, of course. Obviously in Borkov here, of course. But especially Godo's daughter stood out a lot today, as well as Rika, of course. But yeah, lovely seeing Luca again, the old man that was with Ganishka. That was great to see. Just yeah, some great stuff here. And again, bringing up those questions of like, should you be feeling good with this? Like, you do feel good with this, but it's like, should you be? Yeah, let's get into his comments to finish things off. Exactly. Let's get one thing straight. Griffith never done any of this for what's actually going on here. He didn't do this to give peace to people, to let them see their dead ones and for world peace, did he? No, he done this to achieve his kingdom. Totally agree with this guy. Yeah, the legendary Borkov. I like Borkov, even though he did bite off Guts' arm. He's probably one of the best demons. But yeah, he didn't actually, like, he bit his arm, but Guts was the one that pulled away, wasn't he, to be fair? Don't get me wrong, not Guts' fault, but yeah, he did this, he did that, he's doing all this good stuff. Yeah, he still deserves our vengeance, honestly. Yeah, I agree with this person. As much as everyone does want to see Griffith get his comeuppance and such, it really is amazing writing to make us feel so good and so awesome about this stuff, while also kind of like bringing up the questions as to where it came from and what caused this and such. Is yeah, it's just a very thick story, isn't it? Obviously, it's a very long story so far, and that length really, like in some stories, I'll say One Piece for this. I really like One Piece, don't get me wrong, but and some of the arcs, a lot of the stuff in the early series does come up later on the series and such, but I feel like much more with Berserk, it really, like, everything matters. Like, the whole story really does matter, whereas in some arcs of One Piece, the overarching story and such don't matter that much. You don't have to kind of think back to them, but everything in Berserk kind of come like with the eclipses and such, it all kind of revolves around those. And then, like, I see it as almost like is it called a Venn diagram? It's like the eclipses are like in the middle, and then the further story is just like branching off from that. If that makes any kind of sense. Much easier to visualize that than it is to describe it. But yeah, I'm also maybe looking forward to seeing Erica with this old man a bit more as well. I feel like they could get along pretty well, actually. No, I feel like this is not the case. I feel like if Locust was gonna, like, kill Rickert or anything. I was a bit scared that happening. I was almost scared of him just chucking him in the doors and just making him get eaten. I feel like Locust is actually like trying to make a point here to Rickert and maybe trying to win him over, honestly. This might be something planned by Griffith. Who knows? I feel like Locust is not going to do anything dodgy here. He's not going to kill Rickert. He's an intimidating guy, don't get me wrong, but I think it's actually fine. I'm not too scared in this scenario. Like, why would he describe all that about Griffin as such? He's just going to kill Rickert. That was very kind of persuasive language and telling him what good he's done for Demonkind and such. Yeah, that is it. Thank you guys for watching. Do let me know what you guys thought of these chapters down in the comment section. Again, a lot to think about here. A lot of really awesome stuff. Seeing a lot of great characters coming back in the story, which is amazing. But again, also a lot of negative to think about in regards to Griffith and the good that he's doing, which sounds very ironic, doesn't it? There's a lot of negative to think about the good that he's doing, but that is just the case, isn't it? Yeah, again, do let me know what you guys thought about these chapters in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. I'll be back next week with Bridge of Parting, Twilight Assassin, and Royal Capital in the Moonlight. So looks like we're getting a lot more Falconia. So I'll see you guys then, and enjoy the rest of your day.